So it's the summer. This is when the UV index is the highest. This is when people are spending the most time outside. Right. So this is when you really need to be thinking about your skin and protecting your skin. So let's look at the three main types of skin cancer that some people may encounter. And 1 in 4 Americans actually will encounter. So the most common being the basal cell skin cancer we see over here. This is what we call pearly because you see the way that it's reflecting light and those blood vessels you see in it. This is the most common and the least aggressive, and this is actually the type of skin cancer that I had myself, so I have a lot of familiarity with it. I also remove them in the office. This is squamous cell skin cancer, second most common, second most aggressive form of skin cancer, can spread over the rest of the body and usually is more scaly. As you can see, if you rub your finger over this one, it's going to have a little bit of texture to it. Then melanoma, many of you have heard of melanoma before. This is the most aggressive. It is the one that's pigmented. It's the one that if you have a changing mole, this is when you don't hesitate, you don't wait, you go see your dermatologist.
It's got the irregular
border on. So when we look to identify skin cancer, the most common one we're going to want to identify is that melanoma. Right. So let's look through the ABCDs of melanoma. So
and now there's an E.
There's an E. There's actually another one I want to talk about today.
Is there an FGHIJK?
So you have asymmetry, and this is when you take a mole, you fold it on itself, and it doesn't. It has asymmetry to it. It doesn't fold perfectly onto itself. And you can see that one at the bottom is the melanoma
one,
and that's the one that doesn't fold on itself. Then the borders, you see the first one on the top, very smooth borders. You can draw a line around it. This one, irregular borders. If you have something like this, you definitely want to get that checked out. Color, this is when you're looking for color irregularity. So more than one color, some browns, some reds, some pinks. That's another sign you want to look for. You see this one has multiple colors in it. Then you have the diameter, anything larger than a pencil eraser. This isn't really a good sign because you can have normal looking benign moles that are a little bit larger. But if it's definitely evolving or changing, so a mole that's changing is the most important thing to look for. And the last sign, which is one of the most sensitive predictors, and it's one that everybody at home can also look at, is something called the ugly duckling sign. So that can be F. We can call it fugly. If we want to include it. And the ugly duckling is the duckling that stands out, right? So when you're looking at moles, it's the mole that just doesn't look like the rest of the moles that you have. It just stands out. It's the one that your family member looks at and says, you should probably get that checked out. And then you push it off, you push it off. Those are the ones that when people come in, so if anyone has that at home, that's the one I'm going to encourage everyone to go in and get checked out.
Great.